The movie opens in a quiet neighborhood in California, where we see a young girl named Anna passing time while playing the cello in her room. Soon, her stepfather, who is an abusive man, enters the room while heavily intoxicated. Then suddenly, he attempts to assault her, but this time, Anna resists and pushes him away with all her strength. The force sends him stumbling into a flower vase with the sharp edge piercing his neck. He immediately collapses to the ground and starts to bleed out, while Anna watches in total shock, unable to process what has just happened. Shortly after, the police arrive and take Anna into custody. In the next few days, she is charged to court, and despite her pleas of innocence, the court finds her guilty and sentences her to a juvenile correctional facility for a term of 4 to 9 years. Alongside other young offenders, Anna is transported to the prison, where the inmates eagerly cheered for their arrivals. Upon entering the facility, the guards instruct the newcomers to change into the facility's uniform, signaling the beginning of their incarceration. Then, the prison warden, Frank, introduces himself and firmly lays down the rules of the institution. Anna is then assigned to a cell which she will be sharing with Jeannie, a quiet inmate who has already spent 5 years in prison. On her first night, Anna quickly falls asleep, unaware of Jeannie's unsettling behavior of looking at her, which she quickly covers up when Anna opens her eyes. The next day, during their recreational time, Anna isolates herself from the other inmates. So Cody, who is a notorious figure among the prisoners, approaches her and advises her to join her group for protection. But Anna declines her offer and chooses to remain on her own. Later that day, during their mealtime, Cody warns Anna about another inmate, a black lady, who might pose a threat to her. However, Anna dismisses the warning, but Cody doesn't take the rejection lightly, and she pushes her from behind, causing Anna to spill her food, while the others laugh at her. That evening, as Anna cleans the mess, Cody and her group corner her in an isolated area. They accuse her of disrespecting their group and they viciously assault her. Cody immediately asserts her dominance and threatens her against reporting the incident, further humiliating Anna before leaving. Severely shaken and injured, Anna is treated in the infirmary but remains silent about her attackers, as she feared retaliation from the group. However, the attending nurse advises her to report her struggles to Warden Frank. So, taking the nurse's advice and seeking protection, Anna meets with Frank, but instead of offering help, he takes advantage of her vulnerable situation and makes inappropriate advances on her. Disappointed by how things had turned out, Anna rejects his offers and returns to her cell in tears. Jeannie notices her emotional state and asks if Frank had touched her. And this makes Anna even more angry as she calls everyone in the prison perverts. But still, Jeannie attempts to comfort her, as she explains the grim realities of prison life. Eventually, the moment turns intimate, and despite initial hesitation, Anna gives in to Jeannie's advances that night. The next day, during their time outdoors, the black inmate who had been watching Anna throws a ball at her head in an attempt to intimidate her. Although the girl walks away, Anna feels a surge of anger. So, she rushes to meet Cody and her gang and demands to join their group. But one member of the group intercepted her and a fight broke out. However, the altercation is broken up by a guard, but this establishes Anna's determination to stand up for herself. Later on, Cody decides to give Anna a chance, and she explains that if Anna wants respect or protection, she needs to prove herself by joining their gang and do what they demand of her. So, Cody invites Anna to a secluded room and offers her a drink. She then proposes that for Anna to join their gang, she must fight the black girl who had previously tried to intimidate her while the group records it. Reluctantly, Anna agrees as she heads over to the girl and hits her, and this leads to another intense fight. The commotion escalates until guards intervene to restore order. As punishment, Anna was stripped naked and placed in solitary confinement, which was a small, dark room, for 47 hours. When her punishment ends, Anna is summoned to Warden Frank's office where he expresses satisfaction at seeing her, reminding her of his power and surveillance over her every move. He warns that if she does not do his biddings, it could lead to longer, harsher punishments. Frank eventually pressures her into compliance. And as Anna becomes overwhelmed by fear, Frank takes advantage of her to pleasure himself. In the end, Anna feels disgusted as she attempts to wash away the shame by taking a bath and throwing up. The following day, Anna becomes fully involved with Cody's gang. In a small secluded room, one of the gang members tattoos her arm, marking her official initiation. After the others leave, Cody forces Anna into an intimate moment after assuring her that she will now be protected as part of the group. They are nearly caught in the moment when one of the gang members walks in, but Cody swiftly dismisses her. Soon after, a guard escorts Anna back to her cell. The next morning, Anna is visited by her mother. But instead of comforting her daughter, she reacts with anger, accusing Anna of deliberately killing her stepfather. Ignoring Anna's attempts to explain, her mother becomes violent and hits her. Even though the guard intervenes, the confrontation escalates, with Anna's mother wishing that her daughter would remain in prison for life. Following the distressing encounter, Anna reunites with Cody's gang. However, the moment suddenly becomes tense when the black inmate approaches Anna with a knife. Another violent fight breaks out, and it quickly escalates into a larger brawl as other inmates join in. The guards eventually intervene to restore order, but Anna is once again singled out and sent to Warden Frank's office yet again. Frank, having witnessed the fight through surveillance cameras, accuses Anna of starting the conflict. He then exploits the situation, and he forces her to inhale a drug through a small tube, which leaves her disoriented as Frank assaults her again. When she returns to her cell, Anna's demeanor changes drastically. She is overcome by anger as she lashes out at Jeannie and hits her. The incident is once again reported to Frank, who summons Anna and chastises her for continuous troublemaking. Desperate to escape his abuse, Anna begs him to release her, but Frank instead threatens to transfer her to an even harsher facility if she refuses to comply with his demands. With no other alternatives, Anna submits to her grim reality and returns to her cell. Soon, Anna develops a dependency on the drugs Frank had introduced to her. As she seeks for more, she approaches Cody, but Cody denies her and pushes her away. This led to a heated argument, and now feeling rejected, Anna tries to reconnect with Jeannie, but Jeannie keeps her distance. Desperate to sustain her addiction, Anna offers money to two addict inmates in exchange for their drugs. Although hesitant at first, they eventually agree, enabling Anna to continue numbing her pain. Cody later discovers Anna's drug use and confronts her in her cell, as she tells her that she is concerned for her well-being. Anna, now consumed by bitterness, rejects Cody's concern and tells her that she is now independent. The argument intensifies until Anna spits at Cody, prompting Cody to expel her from the gang. Now without Cody's protection, Anna quickly becomes vulnerable again. The same black inmate and her group ambush Anna in the bathroom, brutally attacking her and leaving her beaten and alone. After receiving medical attention once more in the infirmary, Anna falls deeper into addiction, repeatedly using drugs with other inmates as her isolation and suffering continue to grow. Soon, her dependence worsens and she starts to hallucinate. She started seeing distorted faces around her, and in the end, she tattooed the word "dead" into her arm. Eventually, Anna becomes sick as she vomits in her cell, and Jeannie suggests to her to seek help from a drug counselor. But Anna mockingly dismisses the idea, and this once more offends Jeannie. As the days pass and her addiction worsens, Anna confronts the girl who had attacked her in the bathroom. The fight quickly goes out of control, and even the guards were injured as well. As special forces eventually intervene and subdue the chaos, Anna is once again placed in solitary confinement. When she was released, Cody visited Anna and tried to ridicule Jeannie in her presence. Seeing this, Anna confronts Cody, firmly stating that they are neither friends nor enemies, and tells her to leave her alone. When Cody eventually leaves, Jeannie stays with Anna, comforting her, and they once again spend the night together. The following day, Jeannie tries to dissuade Anna from using drugs, but Anna refuses to listen and goes on to join the girls. Just as Anna is about to use the drug, Cody arrives and pleads with her to stop, but this only agitates Anna, who yells in frustration, causing a commotion. The argument once again escalates, and special forces are called to intervene. When Frank arrives, he attempts to de-escalate the situation, as Anna threatens to harm herself with a broken bottle. But she refuses to let it go, and as one officer grabs her hand, Frank is injured by the bottle on his face. Anna is eventually overpowered by the guards, subdued and sent back to solitary confinement. After she is stripped of her clothing, she is left alone in the darkness for an extended period. While in isolation, Anna's mental state starts to deteriorate. She shatters her food tray and uses the sharp fragments to cut herself. The guard eventually sees her bleeding out, and he quickly calls for medical assistance. When Anna regains consciousness, where the attending nurse offers her comfort and support, when she starts feeling better, Anna requests a visit with her mother. During their meeting, her mother unexpectedly apologizes for her previous cruelty and vows to help Anna regain her college scholarship. Anna soon learns that her mother's change of heart was driven by the recent loss of their home, which has forced her to confront her own mistakes. Just as Anna begins to see the possibility of change, Frank summons her once again. He insists that she is ready to return to her cell and disregards her concerns. Back in her cell, Anna makes a quiet decision to start over. She removes the gang tattoo from her arm, showing her intent to distance herself from her past. And as Jeannie notices this, she offers her silent support. During lunch the next day, Cody and her gang ridicule Anna and mock her isolation. Later that night, a guard escorts Anna to a small room where Frank is waiting with her cello. He tells her that he is presenting her with an opportunity to participate in an upcoming prison talent show. Although she was hesitant, Anna eventually agrees, and as she plays the cello, she briefly reconnects with a part of herself long buried beneath the pain as she finds some comfort in the music. However, the next day, Anna receives a threatening note that reads, "You are dead." Before she can process it, Cody and her gang ambush her, furious over the removal of the tattoo. Cody then slashes Anna's face with a blade and orders the gang to beat her severely. Following the attack, Anna is treated in the infirmary, where Frank pays her a visit. He promises to punish Cody, but the attending nurse quickly realizes how Frank's behavior towards Anna becomes inappropriate. Although she remained composed, the nurse later assures Anna that she will report Frank's misconduct. Unknown to them, Frank was quietly observing their conversation through the surveillance, and he discreetly orders an inmate to eliminate the nurse. When Anna eventually learns of the nurse's fate, she is devastated. She is once more summoned by Frank, as he falsely claims that Cody had orchestrated the nurse's death and reminds Anna of the looming threat if she doesn't stick to him. Despite everything, Anna performs in the talent show, playing her cello with remarkable grace and earning genuine applause from the audience. After her performance, Frank informs Anna that he has arranged a parole hearing for her in the coming month as a reward. While Anna is taken aback, Frank uses this promise of freedom to manipulate her, ultimately forcing himself on her on the stage. When she eventually returns to her cell, Anna shares the news with Jeannie, who cautions her not to trust Frank, warning that he often raises false hopes only to crush them later. Determined to hold Frank accountable, Anna seeks Cody's help to expose him. Cody agrees and gives Anna her camera to record Frank's misconduct. On the day of the parole hearing, Anna reminds Frank of his promise, and this makes him demand one final act from her, unaware that Anna is secretly recording the entire exchange. Later, Anna is called into an office where the prison authorities assess her behavior and readiness for release. When she confidently states she is rehabilitated and prepared for parole, Frank unexpectedly opposes her, as he attempts to block her freedom. However, Anna is prepared for this betrayal, and she presents the video evidence, exposing Frank's repeated abuse and manipulation. The authorities, stunned by the footage, immediately act as Frank is arrested and removed from the facility, while Anna is granted her parole. The officials apologize for the suffering she has had to endure, and they immediately ensure her release. Before leaving, Anna bids a heartfelt farewell to Jeannie and later thanks Cody for her assistance. She is then escorted outside, where she reunites with her mother, who embraces her warmly. In the final scene, Anna performs on her cello before a large, attentive audience as her music resonates powerfully through the hall, symbolizing her journey and resilience. Among the audience is her mother, who watches with tears in her eyes as she thinks about her daughter's strength and hard-fought triumph over the darkness that once consumed her life. And that's the story of the movie Jailbait.